Bon dia, my pottery friends. It's been a while. I'm sorry. Life was busy, and in summertime, I had all of a sudden a lot of people who wanted to do workshops. So I did, and we had a lot of fun. And now I have a kiln opening for you guys, which is a mixture of things from the workshops, some of what I made, and some new glaze tests. So let's dive in right away. It's a bit warm. This is made by one of the people who attended a workshop. It's a bird bath. Isn't it cute? A little lighthouse, a little cabin, and a turtle, all done with colored slips on Iceman. And the clear glaze is my studio clay glaze, which is a Kitten's Clear. It's the new version of Kitten's Clear. You can find it on Glazy. I believe the old version had thirsty borate, which of course we cannot buy anymore. There's a new version of the Kitten's Clear on Glazy. So that's that one. Now there are some things of mine. Little kiln fillers, always a good idea. I did slip trail these little flamingo necks, and the glaze is 3 layers of bougainville. I have 2 more in just the beautiful roux clay with Kitten's Clear glaze. Cute little shot glasses. There they are. And one more on this shelf. I'll come a little bit closer for this one. Look at that cute turtle. It's all roux with clear glaze except this. This is a jungle gem. That's so cute. Let's take out a shelf. There we go. Ooh. Oh yes, I have an order in here as well. This is also, this is cute. Also from a workshop. A young lady who wanted to make her own dish. And she covered it with a green slip and then carved out the sun. Whee. Oh, that's cute. That came out sweet. Then I have a very, very small little bowl. Roux and white slip. And this is, it's a tiny one. Is for, that will go together with, I can show you, but it's not glaze fired yet. It will go together with this fish carved, or sgraffitoed I should say, sushi plate. Isn't it amazing how it changes? And this will go on there, on its tail. With sushi. This is then for soy sauce or wasabi, if you like that. Then I have a new carved spoon rest. Black slip on roux clay. I love it. There's the little divot for your spoon. Black flamingos. I don't know. Do they exist, black flamingos? I don't know. And then there is part of an order. They wanted to, amongst other things, a tile. It's flat. It worked. Very nice. I do not know if you see my videos, Leonie. If you don't want to know, look away. 3, 2, 1. There it is. Oh, it looks more blue in my viewer. It is turquoise. A hummingbird with some flowers. Another shelf. I'm so curious about my glaze test. Whew. First, another workshop piece. I like that. This is made with roux and then 3 layers of my yellow slip, and still those little spots come through a little bit. I like that. I love the red accent. Hand built in a workshop. You can go there. And another one from the workshop. Aww. This is going to be for the birds. One for water and one for food. And there are 3 holes in there so she can hang them. It's hand built, it's heavy. So I think she'd better use a chain, not a piece of rope. And the inside is blue slip with little hearts on them. It's so nice to have workshops where people come up with their own ideas, because it inspires me the same way as well. Again, brings ideas. Where do I put you? One more. Order. Oh, nice. A bird feeder with sgraffito in green with birdies. I will take pictures and put them at the end of the video. Nice. Turned out pretty. Now, the cones are saying hot 6 on the bottom, which means a good 6 on the top in my kiln. And now we go for the glaze test. What's this? Oh, it should have been turquoise, which is not. Or I wrote it down wrong. Hold on. Ooh! How is that possible? I may have mixed things up, people. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yeah. This is... It's so fun. I did a test with my new Kittens Clear, because before I made it with Wollastonite. Now I didn't have whiting. Now I've used whiting, so I can compare the two. I don't have the other one, so... And this is one with the Floating Base by Joe Thompson, also to be found on Glazy. And I did 10% Ultrox and 1 red iron oxide, because I wanted to create a cream colored one. I think that worked. I still see more spots, and that's probably from the red iron oxide. There are more spots in here than there are in the clay. This is on roux clay. So maybe it has to sit a little bit longer. It's still transparent because you see my writing through it. So we'll have to examine that one. And this is Floating Base 12 Ultrox and 1 copper carb because I still want that turquoise. It's minty, not really turquoise. I like it. I do like it. Then I have one that's a mystery. I also tried a different clear glaze. The Hansen 5x20. Is that different? In color? No, yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't think you can tell the difference. I can hardly tell the difference. I will just put this aside. I do love that halo that comes on the edge where the glaze ends. I'll put this aside and see how it holds up. I don't see any crazing now, but you know, you never know. Then this says floating base, 12 Ultrox, 1 copper carb. No, this isn't copper carb. No, I already have those. This is the one with the red iron oxide. It's the one that goes with this one. This one is on Rue and this one is on Iceman. So I wrote it down wrong. Oh well. Gosh. It's a nice creamy taste. Nice creamy. And that's it, people. Yes, I'm working on editing the whole process of that vase. I'm halfway through. So hang on tight, it'll be there. And I will hopefully see you in the next video. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments and I will reply. And as always, happy potting, happy creating. It's good for your soul. Bye bye for now.